I had no idea until I was dying. My parents had this swap system. They could swap our resources whenever they wanted, basically running our lives. I studied my ass off to ace the entrance exam, and they handed my scores to my little brother. And I got stuck with his community college scores just going wherever. My parents looked me dead in the eye and said, "You were born to serve your brother." Dying in his place? That's an honor? Then I woke up, right before the college entrance exam. Fang Yuan, you confident about this practice exam? I stared at my mom's hopeful eyes and just froze. That's when it hit me, I'd been reborn. 1 month before the college entrance exam, right after the last practice test, the second I walked in the door, my mom was all over me about my scores. Meanwhile, my brother Fang Zheng was kicked back on the couch, legs crossed, head down playing games. And my dad was literally peeling oranges and feeding them to him. Same exact scene as my past life. Back then I told my mom I was confident, honest as always. Then she hit me with this hypothetical question. If you could, would you swap scores with your brother? I figured, hey, it's just a hypothetical. So I nodded and said sure. That one nod destroyed my entire future. My brother used my scores to get into his dream school. Then he blew up online with this genius persona, racking up tens of millions of followers. He became one of the biggest influencers at the time. Meanwhile, I refused to give up and grinded through grad school prep. But my grad school scores got taken from me too. After that, I just gave up on myself completely. I had to face it. No matter how hard I tried, it didn't matter. Later, my brother ended up marrying some rich woman. By then, I'd already decided to cut ties and disappear. But they tracked me down anyway. First thing they said, they wanted me to swap hearts with my brother. Agree to the heart swap and we'll leave you alone for good. Live however you want after that. I thought it was ridiculous. His condition couldn't be fixed by a heart transplant anyway. So I just went along with it. What I didn't know was, my life had just started counting down. And my brother, who should have been dying, bounced back looking better than ever. Hey, what are you zoning out for? Mom's talking to you. Facing the same question again, I gave the same answer. I'm confident. Then Mom followed up. If you could swap your college exam scores with your brother, would you? Mom, he's a genius. He'll get into a top school on his own. Why would we even need to swap? It's just hypothetical. Just say yes. Go along with your mom and she'll get better. I'd heard that line so many times I lost count. Every single time I caved because of it, and it cost me my whole life. Then it clicked. I turned to my brother. Hey, you down to swap? My brother always had this arrogant, better than everyone attitude. He didn't even bother looking up. Swap what? Your trash scores? That'll get you into some no-name school at best. Have some pride. If you're not smart, work harder. Don't bother me. Turns out my brother was just like past me, completely clueless about the swap system. He genuinely believed he was the genius and I was the dumb one. I just shrugged and smirked. Then I'm not agreeing either. It's just a hypothetical. Why won't you even say yes? We raised you, and you can't even say one thing to make your mom happy? Besides, your grades have always been worse than his. Him swapping with you would be doing you a favor. How can you be so ungrateful? I'm not being ungrateful, he said no first. My mom had nothing to say to that. She turned and walked over to my brother. Gone was the cold attitude she had with me. Now her voice was soft. Fang Zheng, this is all Mom wants. Just say yes, okay? My good boy. Ugh, so annoying. My brother wasn't having it, so Mom chased his gaze and kept begging. Watching her panic like that reminded me of something from my past life right before I died. I'd overheard my parents say, the system can only execute a swap if both parties agree. If either side refuses, the swap is void, but the user can force it through, at the cost of being punished by the system. Last time, since I always gave in, she never had to force it. This time I wanted to see what happens when the system strikes back. Soon enough, my brother caved, just so he could get back to his game. Mom came back to me. Your brother's on board, now you agree to swap your scores, right? Nope, he had a point. You gotta have some self-respect. Even in a hypothetical, I'm earning my own way. I'm not taking shortcuts. I didn't expect her to snap. Then I noticed her eyes suddenly go sharp. Like she was seeing something the rest of us couldn't. A second later, her expression shifted. Shocked, then resigned. I figured the system must have warned her. No forcing anyone. Sure enough, she shot me a death glare and shut up. Next morning, out of nowhere, my dad offered to drive me to school. I thought about it and said okay. The whole ride was dead silent all the way to the school gate. That's when he finally said something. Let me walk you to your classroom. Sure. Do you even know where my classroom is? He froze, couldn't get a word out. Because he'd never once walked me to school before. I didn't look back, just got out and headed in. He ran after me. Fang Yuan, no matter what, we're the ones who raised you. Your mom's not well. Whatever she wishes for, just try to go along with it. It's just words, it won't cost you anything. There it was, the same line for the 100th time. Anyone would be sick of it. Dad, I genuinely want to know, why is Mom so obsessed with us swapping things? Since elementary school, she's asked this kind of question multiple times a month. Is this actually something that can happen? Oh, of course not. What are you even thinking? Your mom just overthinks things. Well, that's not a good habit. Think too hard and you'll lose your mind.
Dad, maybe take her to see a doctor instead of asking me to play along.
After school, I was shocked. Both my parents showed up right outside my classroom. Fang Yuan, come home with us. Dad made your favorite today. No thanks. I signed up for the dorms. I'm not going home until after the exam. How dare you sign up for the dorms without asking us? Right then, my homeroom teacher overheard and stepped in. Fang Yuan's mom living on campus helps students focus and honestly takes some pressure off you too, right? Doesn't matter. I don't agree. My mom yanked me aside and got right in my face. Agree to swap your exam scores with your brother, and I'll let you stay in the dorms. No. My teacher caught the whole thing and rushed over, stepping between me and my mom. She called my mom out for physically forcing a student. The commotion drew a crowd of students fast. Everyone started calling out my parents for being so unfair, and someone recorded the whole thing and posted it online. Since my brother had always been hyped up as a genius, people were already watching our family closely. Within a day, the video was trending. People started questioning whether my brother's scores were even real and blasted my parents for playing favorites. These parents are way too one-sided. Poor big bro. This is beyond messed up. My brother's phone wouldn't stop buzzing. The moment he saw the DMs, he lost it. Not long after, he dropped a statement online. Every score I've ever gotten is proof of my own ability. 2. My parents suggesting a swap was about looking out for my brother, not favoritism toward me. 3. If my college exam score ends up lower than my brother's, I'll voluntarily give up my inheritance. My dear little brother, this time Big Bro's gonna surprise you. The college exam came right on schedule. The paper looked identical to my past life. I knew every answer, but I filled it in at his level, on purpose. I was making a bet. I was betting my mom would force the swap anyway.